So a little while ago I did a live Facebook on my miracle morning and journaling, and a lot of people have been messaging me and asking what I do with journaling, and I'm also setting it out there in our group as well, so I thought I'd come on and give some top tips on how I journal personally. I've been journaling since September. I just use plain books, so this is my next one. It's just a plain book. You can use absolutely anything. You can use your laptop, you can get apps for journaling. You know, decide what you're going to do and use that method, whichever you're comfortable with. So my first top tip for journaling would be you can write anything. This is your best friend. Nobody's going to judge you on what you write. Doesn't matter if you get your spellings wrong or your language, your punctuation. It doesn't matter. Throw it down on that book and get your thoughts out there. So number one, don't worry about spelling and punctuation. I set myself targets, weekly targets, monthly targets, and I write them in. So I'll go 7 days ahead and I'll write my targets in and make sure I'm smashing them. And obviously you get it wrong and you don't always smash your targets, but don't beat yourself up too much and try and reward yourself when you do. So I use my journal as a bit of an accountability coach. If you're struggling to stay honest with yourself, find yourself someone else to be accountable to, which really helps. And get your friends together and say, right, at the end of next week I'm going to have the kitchen tidier, or the bedroom's made a bit better, or the house clean, or I'm going to get the car cleaned out, and make your friends accountable to you. So if anyone's out there wanting to be accountable, let me know. I use the Wheel of Life, so it's a really good tool to Google. If you Google the Wheel of Life and look in images, you get, most of them are 8. They're just a circle with 8 sections in, and they go through the different areas of your life, from finance to mindset, health, family, relationships, work, and you can target yourself on where you're happy and where you're not, and then you can improve on the things that you need to. Something else a lot of people know I already do is the top 5 positives, the top 5 negative things daily, and then you can improve on them. Try and journal the same time every day so it becomes a habit. How many times have we all started the journaling or diary, and then probably 8 months later you find it in a drawer and you've done 5 pages? So I try and do it every day. And finally, so that I can go back to things really easy, I have a contents bit in the back. So if I've cried, I'll write I cried, and then I'll put the page numbers on all of the times that I've been upset and crying, and that really helps sometimes to go back when I'm upset again and I think, well, why am I crying? It wasn't as bad as that time. Or if I'm really grateful for stuff, or I've got questions I need answering, if the kids have done something amazing or a really aha moment, write it in there. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, we've been doing some of this today, haven't we? And it's huge, just throwing it out and making it real, getting your head out the sand and being real with yourself. You know, that's number one. Get your head out the sand and write it on paper. No one can see it. This is between you and your journal. So I'm going back to the contents page. I'll have a procrastination area and I put my page numbers on there. Morning routine is absolutely key for me. So they're my top tips for journaling. Thank you all for joining.